Hello everyone, as with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And I gotta start with this. Ripple releases 1 billion XRP from escrow as part of its February 2026 schedule. Historically, most is relocked into new escrows with only a portion entering circulation for liquidity and operations. Every single month, XRP holders know that Ripple's gonna unlock 1 billion tokens from escrow. And every single month, people FUD on this. Every single time. This is nothing new. And XRP holders already know this is going to happen next month and the following month and the month after that. This bullish pattern shows XRP will hit this crucial support before a massive surge. So what they're talking about in this article is that we will see XRP hit $1.50 possibly, and then all of a sudden the breakout begins. Everybody's citing the same thing right now. Because usually when you have the amount of FUD that's going around the XRP community and the price is dropping and everybody's wondering why it's happening and everybody's panicking, that's usually when breakouts begin. But I still believe we are waiting on our turn in the rotation. We're still waiting for gold and silver to really start dropping in price. Holding XRP is definitely not for the weak. Don't ever tell people they got lucky just for holding. XRP, not everyone can hold it. I will say that right now. Most people don't have the stomach for it. Most people can't make it through the long sideways action. You gotta have patience and no emotions at all to continue holding XRP. Or you just understand what XRP is. Once you figure out that it's the future, it's not that hard to keep holding it. But we are going to get very wealthy by holding this cryptocurrency. Jake Claver says, if you get $1 million, become a millionaire first without millionaire traits, skills, and beliefs. You'll lose it in 3 to 5 years, like most lottery winners who go bankrupt. This is why I always stress that you have to have a game plan. And I even posted about it. XRP sudden wealth is coming, and it will test your game plan. If you cash out, you need to put the money to work for you, or you will blow through it quick. The opportunity you have right now will be gone forever. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Make sure you capitalize on it. This is it. This is our shot. Because you're not going to get this opportunity ever again. Think about it like this. We beat the institutions to something like XRP. Now the institutions are entering this space. So you are now chasing high-valued cryptocurrencies after this run ends. I'm telling you now, XRP is not going to have the volatility that it had in the past, where we see these major run-ups and then these major dumps happening, where you see the price go to $3.84 and crash all the way back down to like 30-40 cents. Those days are coming to an end because of institutional adoption and utility. This is it. You either capitalize on it now or you never get this opportunity ever again. Bill Morgan says, what is the point of adding 8-year numbers? I'm not even sure if an 8-year comparison is very helpful. A 5-year period is very fair to Bitcoin and Ethereum. This period starts on January 31st, 2021. I did the snapshot on January 31st, 2026, just after the lawsuit had commenced and after major exchanges delisted XRP between the 13th and 19th of January 2021. This 5-year interval covers the 4 years and 8 months period in which the lawsuit and the appeal were on foot, a period of maximum uncertainty for XRP during which Bitcoin and Ethereum had a free ride from regulators. Bottom line, XRP outperformed Bitcoin and smashed Ethereum in price performance. It is only the last part of that 5-year period since the legal proceedings against Ripple were finally concluded that XRP had lost some ground to Bitcoin and Ethereum. And you see, this is the period where we were stuck under that Ripple versus SEC case. And XRP still outperformed both Bitcoin and Ethereum. So over a 5-year period, you see 72.37% for Bitcoin. ETH, it's much worse, 121.21%. And then you have XRP, 299.26%. And XRP is going to continue to outperform both ETH and Bitcoin. And the reason for that is because XRP now has clarity. We are now operating on a level playing field. No more free rides for ETH and Bitcoin. And that's why the Bitcoin maxis always fought against Ripple and XRP. They never wanted a level playing field to begin with, because as long as the field wasn't level, Bitcoin would always do better than XRP. ETH got ETHgate. That's why it always did better than XRP. But now the tide is about to turn. And that's why I think XRP is not just going to flip ETH, it's also going to go on and flip Bitcoin as well. And Jake Claver has a new bingo card. Jake bingo card for $100 plus XRP. XRP ETFs live. Genius passed with clarity delayed. Epstein files related to Bitcoin. Ripple bank license. Precious metals spike and collapse. Waiting on BlackRock ETF. Oil spike because of conflict in Iran. I honestly think we will never see a BlackRock spot ETF. I'm going to be shocked if it happens, honestly. I think there's a very strong NDA there, and I think Ripple and BlackRock are building something way bigger in the background. And I think it has to do with tokenization. But I don't think anybody had the Epstein files on their bingo card for XRP doing better than Bitcoin. I'm sure right now, well, the Bitcoin maxis right now, they're in defense mode. They're creating fake posts around Elon Musk. They're creating fake posts around XRP and XLM. They're creating fake posts about even Bitcoin, trying to distract people away from Epstein and Bitcoin ties. Because if we ever find out who created Bitcoin, remember, Dan Penna told us it's going to zero. And I think we're very close to knowing who actually created Bitcoin. I still believe David Schwartz was one of the creators, by the way. You tell 100 people about crypto. This comes from King Karan. 50 will show interest. 5 will invest and sell because of impatience. Only 1 will truly research, hold, and believe. Creating generational wealth isn't for everyone. This is why we are the 1%. You know, I always thought out of XRP holders, at least 1% would cross the final finish line. I'm talking about where XRP is at $10,000 per XRP. I figured 1% would make it there. Now I'm not even sure if 1%'s gonna make it, because I see all these people so concerned about the price today. Oh, it hasn't happened yet, so it's never going to happen. How long does it take to build out a new financial system? How long does it take to get all the rails put in place all around the world for XRP to run on? Once the rail system is complete and all the puzzle pieces of the puzzle are put in place, they are going to flip the switch. And you're either holding when that happens or you're priced out of XRP instantly. That's the way I look at it. And that's what I believe is going to happen. There's a reason we know as XRP investors that the banks are testing on the private ledger. Why would we even ever need to know that? Because knowing that alone tells you that one day they're coming out of the testing phase. And on that day, I still believe there is some sort of set price for XRP. Because how the hell do you move all this value without testing it out at different price points first? And that's why I believe the price is going to be set very soon. But when you talk to people about crypto, they don't get it, or they never want to get invested in it. They're like, oh, I don't know if now's the time I want to tie up my money. You got to start somewhere. And once you enter this space, you're never leaving. You might sell all your XRP. You might sell all your other crypto. But at some point, even if you leave, you're coming back. Because you cannot live without crypto once you get invested in it. Me personally, I never plan on selling my crypto. Things are changing now. Crypto's maturing now. And now we're going to start to see risk-free ways of earning off of our crypto without selling. And I thought this was a great post. We are chasing the wrong things. According to society, luxury is cars, expensive clothes, a lavish lifestyle. The real luxuries in life are slow mornings, freedom to choose, a good night's sleep, peace of mind, calm and boring days, being present, people you love, people who love you back. What we should really be chasing is freedom. That's what I mean when I tell you, you are going to eventually get financial freedom if you continue to hold XRP long enough. What I mean by financial freedom is where you're no longer going to your 9-to-5 job. Now you have time to do all the things you want to do because you are no longer burdened by not having money. You will have money. Your bills will be paid. You will have an AI agent putting your crypto to work for you every single day. Even as you spend money, your AI agent will be making you more money just by holding crypto. And that's the path we're on. What's going to happen along the way is the price is going to run up. And a lot of people are going to sell too soon. They're going to blow through whatever money they made in this space, only to regret that they didn't hold longer as the price of XRP goes higher and higher. Always have a game plan. And you need to put that game plan together now before it happens. This way, when it happens, you stick to that game plan. And you don't listen to all these people that are going to be telling you that the top is in time and time again, only to watch it go higher. And until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.